can just lay down. Get yourself comfortable. Pull your focus, your center to yourself, to your mat, and just allow everything around you to fall away. If you'd like to set an intention for yourself, now is a great time to do so. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Take another breath in and out. As you're doing diaphragmatic breathing, you should feel first your belly raise and then your chest, and then feel air entering into your throat. And as you exhale, the air should leave your throat. Your chest should then lower, and last, your belly. Take a deep breath in here. Hug your left knee in and exhale. Inhale, open your hip to the left, and exhale, take a supine twist. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to Shavasana. Exhale, right knee comes into your chest. Open your right hip, take a breath in, and supine twist. Exhale. Shavasana. Inhale. Hug your left knee in. Exhale. Open your left hip. Inhale. And supine twist. Exhale. Shavasana. Breath in. Right knee hugs in. Breath out. Open your right hip. Inhale. And supine twist. Exhale. Return to Shavasana. Inhale. Left knee comes in. Exhale. Open your hip. Inhale. And supine twist. Exhale. Shavasana. Breath in. Exhale. Right knee hugs in. Open your right hip. Inhale. And supine twist. Exhale. Shavasana. Inhale. And we'll do two more rounds of this. So you can go at your own pace or continue to follow me. Hug your left knee in, breath out. Open your hip, breath in. Supine twist, exhale. Shavasana, inhale. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, open your right knee. Supine twist, exhale. In Shavasana, inhale. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, open up your left hip. Exhale, supine twist. And inhale, back to Shavasana. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, open your right knee. Exhale, supine twist. And inhale, back to Shavasana. And both feet down just below your seat. Push your middle of your back into the mat and then release. Push again in your middle of your back into the mat and release. Push the middle of your back into the mat and release. So take a breath in here. As you exhale, you'll push the middle of your back into the mat. And then as you inhale, you'll relax. Exhale, pushing into the mat. Inhale, relax. Once more, and relax. Lift your feet off the mat, shins parallel to the ground. Stretch your arms out to a T. If you'd like, you could always take a pillow or a block and squeeze them in between your knees. Inhale, drop your feet over towards the right and look towards the left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, drop your feet over towards the left and look right. And exhale, center. Inhale, drop your feet towards the right, look left. Exhale, center. Inhale, other way. Exhale, center. Do this two more times at your own pace, just following your breath. Put your feet onto the mat once you've completed doing that two more times. Your hands can come towards your sides as well. Take a deep breath in. Lift your hips. Exhale. And inhale, slowly lower your hips down. Exhale, lift your hips up. Drive your feet into the mat. And inhale, lower down. Once more, exhale, lift your hips up and lower back to the mat. Roll to one side, push yourself up, allow your feet to be 90-90 towards one another. So your left foot, the bottom of your left foot will be on top of your right thigh or vice versa. If you'd like to make this more of a balancing, you can take your hands to prayer. If you'd like to focus just more on the stretch, you can plant your hands behind you. And what's most important with this is that your hips are completely um, set so that your bum is totally on the mat. And so you might then need to pick your knee up off the mat to make sure that this is possible. And just windshield wiper to do 90-90 on the other side. And again, paying attention that your seat is completely on the mat and prioritizing that over having your knees touching the mat. You can do this a few times at your own pace. Complete whatever set you're on. Allow for your feet to go long. Sit up tall to Dandasana. Hug your left knee in, and then allow it to drop open to the side. Flex your right foot. Make sure your torso is set so that you're facing your right leg. And then just spider your hands forward to a forward fold. Walk your hands back. Sit up tall. Reach your hands up. Inhale. And then exhale. Take a seated twist. Your right hand going onto your left knee and only going as far as what's comfortable for you. Look forward once again. Plant your hands behind you. Straighten your legs. We'll do other side. So your right knee comes in. Drop the knee open. Sit up tall here. And with a flat back, just spider your hands forward as far as you can. And then allow some curvature to come to the spine. Lift yourself up. Reach your hands to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand comes to right knee. Right hand can come behind you. And just take this twist as far as what's comfortable for you. Look forward. Plant your hands down behind you. Lift your knee up and actually have both knees up next to one another. If putting weight into your wrists is uncomfortable for you, go ahead and drop down to your forearms. Lift your hips up, look towards the sky, reverse table. So if you're on your wrists, it looks like this. And lower back down, roll over to table position. Again, if having your weight in your wrists is uncomfortable for you, you could always drop back down to your forearms. You could plant your hands onto a pillow, or you could use the chair or whatever surface you have in front of you. So for me, it's my couch, and plant your forearms down onto this instead. Take some circles here with your spine. And then make circles in the opposite direction. Find some stillness in your table. See that your spine is straight. Your back must feel flat. Feel like there's a pull with your tailbone towards the back of the room, and your ears and head are being pulled towards the front or the front of your mat. Look over your shoulder to see either your hip or maybe even the back of your foot. And then look forward and towards the other hip or back of your foot. Look forward once more. Curl your toes under. Walk your hands back. Come to hero's pose. If this is too much on your toes, just go ahead and you can either uncurl them and sit down in heroes, or you can keep them curled and maybe place more of the weight into your hands. You want to get a little bit of a stretch first before just coming into heroes. If you are sitting with your toes curled underneath, place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. One more breath in and out. Uncurl your toes, Squish them together and spread them apart. Plant them down onto the mat, and everyone come to hero's pose. Reach your hands up, kneeling Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Slight back bend here. Inhale to kneeling Tadasana. Exhale, drop your left hand down to your side. Look up towards your right hand. Take a breath in. And exhale, side bend. Lift back up to center. Hands come up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the side of your, just towards your side. Look up towards your lifted hand. Take a breath in. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift up. And lower back down to hero's pose. Walk your hands forward to table. If you'd like, you could drop down so that you're on your forearms. Take cat pose, inhale. And cow, exhale. Flatten your spine. Kick your right foot back. Plant your toes onto the mat. Reach your left arm forward. Plant your fingers down onto the floor. And then slowly walk both your foot and arm to the outsides of the mat. And then walk them back so they're reaching forward and back. Drop your forearm back down. This time, just take your foot, walk it to the outside of the mat, and drop your foot so that the inside of your foot is completely on the mat. Rock forward and backward here. Push yourself back, stay there. Lift up, walk your hands back. Lift yourself up, hands come out to a T. I'm going to move back a bit to my other mat so you can see me a little better. Take a breath in here. Exhale to gate pose. You'll take your right hand by your belly, left hand reaches up. And then on your next breath in, stretch the opposite way. Lift back to center, hands come to a T, drop them back down onto the mat. Walk your hands forward, lower down onto your forearms, and then walk your foot back down to a table position. Kick your left foot back this time. Your right hand comes forward, stretching, maybe off the mat even. And then just kind of hop your foot and your hand to the outsides of the mat. Bring them again, hopping so that your hand and foot is reaching forward and backward. Drop your forearm down, and then just have your your left foot come to the outside of the mat. Again, see that the inside of your left foot is on the ground, and then begin to rock forward and backward. Rock backward. Begin to walk your hands back. Lift your arms out to a T. Take a breath in here. Exhale, gate pose. Your left hand comes down by your pelvis. Right hand comes up and stretches over. And then breathe in. Stretch the opposite way. Lift yourself back up to center. Plant your hands down to the mat. Walk them forward and come back to your forearms and return to tabletop, whatever version is most comfortable for you. Take cat pose, inhale, or cow pose, excuse me, and then cat, exhale. Return to table. Kick your right leg back, flex your right foot. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Point your toes, plant your foot between your hands. Lift up to kneeling Anjaneyasana. And if this is uncomfortable for the knee that you're kneeling on, you can take a blanket or pillow and plant it underneath that knee. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then down your spine. And then walk your right foot forward a bit for this version that we're going to do. Reach your hands to the sky, inhale, and then on your exhale, lift your toes, come onto your heel, take your hands back towards the back of the room or the mat, allowing your palms to still be facing one another. This is half splits. If you want it to be less balancing, you could always be holding on to something on the side of you. I have a chair over here that I could have my left hand on instead. On your next inhale, reach your hands to the sky for kneeling Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, half splits. Follow your own breath and just do this a few times. Going from kneeling Anjaneyasana to your half splits. When you're ready, return to your kneeling Anjaneyasana. Walk your foot in a little bit so that your ankle is below your knee. Look up towards your hands. Take a breath in. Exhale. Plant your hands surrounding your front foot. If this doesn't provide you enough space, you could always use blocks or pillows to have underneath your hands. Curl your back toe under, lift your knee up to a low lunge. If this isn't something that you want to do, you don't want to make it an active low lunge, you could keep your back knee on the ground. Lift your right hand up for revolved lunge. Take a breath in and exhale. Plant your hand down. Drop your back knee. Bring your front foot back to a table position. Take cat pose. Inhale and cow. Exhale. Kick your left foot back. Flex into your left foot. Take a breath in. And then as you point your toes, bring your knee into your chest. Exhale, plant your left foot forward between your hands. Lift your torso up for kneeling Anjaneyasana. Again, you could be using your support. I have this chair next to me on my left side. Otherwise, you could just reach both arms up. Walk your left foot forward a bit for this. Look up towards your lifted hands. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, hands go back. Lift your toes up for half splits. Inhale, kneeling Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, kneeling Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half splits. Take a few of these at your own pace. Everyone return to kneeling Anjaneyasana. See that your heel is below your knee or your left foot, your front foot. Look up towards your hands, take a breath in. And then exhale, plant them on either side of your front foot. Again, if this doesn't provide enough room, you could have blocks underneath your hands. If you'd like to bring some more engagement to your back leg, curl your right toes under, lift your right knee up off the ground to come to low lunge. Plant your right hand either on the mat or on your block. Left hand comes to the sky for revolve lunge. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, plant that hand back down, return to low lunge, drop your back knee. Return to a table position. Take cow pose. Inhale. And cat. Exhale. Return to table. Walk your hands forward, lower your chest down to your mat. Keep your palms in line with your chest. Exhale all of your breath. Cobra pose. Inhale, lift your chest. And drop back down to the mat as you exhale. Push yourself back up to a table position. Kick your right leg back. Step it forward between your hands. Now I'm gonna offer a way to get into pyramid that will hopefully quickly get you out of being in any inversion, but get yourself into pyramid pose in whatever way is safest and most comfortable for you. So if you'd like to follow along with me, you'll curl your back toes under, lift your back knee up, drop your heel down and straighten your front leg to pyramid, and then walk your hands forward onto whatever your support is. It might be a chair. For me, it's this couch. And with this, you see that my head and my head is in line with my torso and hips, which is making sure that I'm not having a bunch of blood flowing to my head, which is something you see traditionally with inversions, like if we go down here. So if you are comfortable doing inversion,
There, I think you got muted.
thank you, I didn't realize that.
No problem.
So once we're going to go from pyramid into Anjaneyasana. So you'll pick your back heel up, bend into your front knee, reach your hands either up to the sky or to your additional support. So I have a countertop over here to the left of me. If you'd like Anjaneyasana to be less active, you could always drop your back knee here. While you're here, draw your right knee or your right hip back and your left forward. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then back down your spine. Take a breath in and release. Shift your weight forward to your right foot, maybe even grabbing onto your extra support and step to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in here and release. Shift your weight to your left foot. Pick your right heel up off the ground. Bend your entire right foot. If you're comfortable with it, step your foot back and lift up to Warrior One. As you're in Warrior One, your right foot, your back foot should have the toes flared out to the side of the mat, and your heel should be more towards the center. Draw your left hip back and your right forward. Take a breath in here Exhale, straighten your front leg. And then reach forward to pyramid, whatever version is best for you. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant it down onto your support or back onto the ground or your mat. Other hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant that hand down. Lift your back heel, drop your back knee down, and return to a table position. Take your other foot, your left foot, kick it back. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it forward. Curl your back toes under. Lift your back knee up and come to pyramid pose, however is safest for you to enter this pose. Again, if you're wanting to avoid doing inversions, you'll want to take your hands and reach them forward onto whatever your support is. While you're here, draw your left hip back, your right forward. And lift your right heel up, bend into your front knee, shift your weight so you're lifting your torso up. Your left hip is being pulled back, your right hip's being pulled forward here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach forward, shift your weight to your front foot. Step to the top of the mat, however is safest for you to get there. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in and release. Shift your weight into your right foot. Make your left foot light. Step it back to warrior one. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then down your spine. Again, your right hip is being pulled back, your left forward. Straighten your front leg, reach forward to pyramid. Take your right arm up, inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant it down. Other hand reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, plant it down. Lift your back heel. Drop your back knee. Plant your hands onto the ground. Return to table. Walk your hands forward and lower down to your mat. Have your hands in line with your chest. Exhale all of your breath. Cobra pose. Inhale. And back to your mat. Exhale. Once more, cobra in and back to your mat. Out. Push back to child's pose. As you're in child's pose, you can always take a pillow and plant it underneath your torso, or you could take the pillow and plant it underneath your seat, between your seat and your calves. And you could always plant a blanket underneath where your knees are as well. See that your forehead is touching the mat. And just nod your head yes, no. And lift up, come to a seat, and stretch your legs out wide as you sit up tall. Flex your feet so your toes are pointed up, and sit up tall here. Take a breath in and out. Twist your torso so that you're looking over your left foot. And then with the flat back, just walk your hands forward as far as you can, maintaining a flat back. Once you've gone as far as you can with the flat back, then bring curvature to the spine. Take your left hand, thread it underneath towards your right hip. Take your right hand up overhead and then towards your left toes. And then look up towards your right arm. Maybe you could even reach your toes. If not, it's totally fine. Reach your arms forward. Again, maybe you prop yourself up a little more so you can see that you start with that flat back and then round your spine. Walk your hands over towards the right. Take your right hand, or take your left hand up and over, and take your right hand to your left hip. Look up, and then twist your torso over your right leg. Again, starting with that flat back, and then bringing curvature to the spine. Lift yourself back up, plant your hands behind you, bring your legs in and just windshield wiper them side to side. Stretch your legs out long, come to your back, hug your left knee in, send it over to the left. This time, hold this for a little bit. You can also straighten your left leg and plant your um, leg onto something like a pillow or a block. When you're doing a hip opener like this, it's important to make sure that both your right and left hip stay on the ground, as do your shoulders. So you should have four main points touching the mat. And then hug that leg in and supine twist your left leg towards the right. Take your right arm, stretch it out, and look towards your right thumb. Return to Shavasana, laying on your back. Hug your right knee in this time. Open your hip to the right, the same as what we did this morning, just a little bit longer holds. It's a nice comparison to how we started the class. Again, you could use a pillow or a block underneath your right leg for extra support. And make sure while you're here that both your right and left hips are staying on the mat, as are your shoulders. And hug your right knee in, send it towards the left for a supine twist. Stretch your right arm out and look towards your right thumb. Return to center. Hug both knees in. Make yourself a little ball. Thank yourself for coming to today's class. And then stretch out for Shavasana. Start to bring some awareness back to your mat. Roll to one side and come to a seated position at your own pace. Thank you all for joining me in today's class. Namaste.